Our game of the week features more action with Emmanuel Christian at Cardinal Stritch. The EC Warriors are 15-2 and unblemished in the TAAC, but their 2 losses are on the road. The Cardinals, on the other hand, are 14-3, with one of those losses being that 80-64 to Emmanuel. But Stritch has not lost at home. So what's it going to take? Our Justin Feldkamp and Dion Thompson have more.
For our game of the week, Dion, what can Cardinal Stritch take from round 1 against Emmanuel Christian, a loss, and then apply it to this Friday's game? They can be seen on BCSN's Now app and live on the community channel. We got the Walleye on BCSN. We got Game Day Nation with me, Dion, and Rhett on BCSN 2. So we have to push our game of the week from BCSN 2 to the community channel. So what can Stritch take from round 1 against Emmanuel Christian and apply it to Friday's game?
Well, I think it's like I said earlier. I think not only from round 1, you have to look at the team that's probably played them the best in the league, which I thought Toledo Christian did. They did it with a 2-3 zone. They did it rebounding. They got in the bonus early, too. They didn't knock their free throws down like they should have. If they knock their free throws down, we're talking about a whole different game. So I do think Stritch can match up size-wise, maybe athleticism-wise, but like I said earlier, I'm playing them the 3. I mean, obviously you got to know where Nate Miles is. I think he's their best shooter, but I'm playing the percentages. I'm trying to get to the free throw line, and we got to get to the bonus, and we have to knock down shots, and we have to rebound with these guys. We cannot allow Emmanuel to get second and third shots. They're really good at that too, so you got to know where all their big guys are, and I don't know, that's the way they can pull it off, and they're at home.
And I think the intensity level is going to be cranked up. You talked about these smaller gyms within the TAAC where if the fans show up, if the student sections show up, it's going to be a combustible arena. So keeping your emotions in check, avoiding any silly ticky-tack fouls or avoiding any eruptions and any technical fouls and leading to free throws and easy points and getting the ball back again.
You got to meet passes because one thing that Emmanuel does, they reach a lot. That's why Jerry gets so many steals. So you have to watch those guys. They get in the passing lanes. Maybe they can get some backdoor stuff going. But you're right. You got to take all the hype out of it. You got to take us out of it, guys. I know we like to hype games up. But you're right. You got to be in there, be composed, know exactly what you have to do. But limit those guys to one shot and out, and you have a chance.
This is a type of game, in my estimation, Dion, that could springboard whoever wins this game. This is a first place versus second place matchup in the TAAC. Whoever wins this can springboard, use that as momentum. Hey, we have battled in a raucous environment, and we can use this as fuel and use it as experience as we go towards February tournament time.
I agree with you on that. But we got to give Emmanuel some credit because they have weathered a lot of storms, and they still keep coming out on top. I mean, they played some pretty close games. There's been teams that's been close at the half with them in the league, obviously. But I think if they can maintain their focus, they just have to be themselves. They have to go, hey, we're the big dogs. We already know. If they're themselves, they'll come out on top.
All right, so that is our game of the week. That can be seen live on the community channel and on the BCSN Now app. We'll be watching that one, live look-ins during Game Day Nation in conjunction with the top 30 release of the first-team All-BCSN basketball players on both the boys and girls side. We'll also have Anthony Wayne at Perrysburg, Bowser at Scott, Clay at St. Francis. St. Francis recognizing the 40-year reunion of the 1983 state championship team. Will be live at that game. During that game at halftime, they're honoring that group, so we'll take you live to St. Francis for that. We'll also have Bowling Green at Southview, Woodward at Waite, Perkins at Sandusky, Columbian at Bellevue, and Port Clinton at Huron. Plus, we'll be on the ice at Tamo with St. Francis and Northview, a key Red Division battle there, talking about who can win the championship on the hockey side.